EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Carolina Panthers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The play fake. Now Young. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way to the 32-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
That's when they'll energize the offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Young. He's got Mingo. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing. Young. Dancing to his left. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What's the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
On third down, Taylor. was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And back deep, Deontay Johnson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we... There he goes, left side! Touchdown, Carolina! Jonathan Mingo, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Taylor. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Taylor will throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And that was 3rd down, incomplete as well.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ready.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, go steal.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 43-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Young takes it on the sneak, and he is going to have it on his 1st down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Young now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they get
touchdown. Jonathan Mingo with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, still in the 1st quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Raiders 0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And finally, he's out of bounds, but how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I go out there and try and stop them, but boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and a couple. Now Taylor. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Following the interception, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, that's Marshall. And he'll get this one just shy of the 45-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 21-0 our score after 1.
Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Slide blue.
3rd and short yardage, Young. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10, Young. Again, it's Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Giving back-to-back catches now. That for 16, and another 1st down. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Looking to throw, Young. Quick completion here to Johnson. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down inside the 9-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it's no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To throw, Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment.
Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 63 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Raiders 7.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Callaway on the return. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On first down, it's Taylor. A little short pass. This is Everett, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And it's complete to Adams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from deep in home territory, there's a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to put it in, you change the field position. You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a first down throw for Young. Going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll throw again. Young. He completes this one to Mingo. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. Young will set to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Mingo, complete. Touchdown! Jonathan Mingo on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 2nd down, Taylor. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
They go play action with Taylor. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw again is Taylor. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Breaks through the contact.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Well, he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Again, it's Taylor. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Taylor. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Taylor. This will be caught at about the 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor. Being chased out left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Gerald Everett from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are back within a score. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Johnson, the man in motion right. Now Young. This will be caught downfield by Marshall. And he gets us to the other side of the field across the 45 before going out. A good play on the catch. Covering 34 yards. Here as they run out of the gun. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Young working out of the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here is 3rd and 5. Young to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Again, it's Young. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Young on third down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now it's Taylor. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Chalked that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. This is 2nd and 8. Sanders toss left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Ready?
Now here's Young. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready.
First and 10, Young. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Deontay Johnson, 29 yards. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more.
reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Taylor. A little short pass. This is Everett. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Shifts by him. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Taylor will throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Panthers 45, Raiders 35.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they can't bring him down. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action. Young. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped them there, but not to be. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Garbage! That's
The Panthers on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here for Callaway. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He may go. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
And the Raiders first down.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Taylor. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. The open man here, Renfro. He's got room to roam. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Open man is Mingo, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Young here to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Young. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get